Alright, today we are going to attempt to fix every Game Boy and Game Boy Advance game from my collection that currently does not work. I decided to go through and test every single one the other day, and unfortunately, some of my favorite titles are having issues right now, and I also do not have proper equipment to actually repair them, so I'm only going to try to clean them to life today, which usually works in my experience. And I'll get a soldering iron at some point to fix the ones that give me issues today. So I went ahead and did some pre-cleaning because this one had some nasty gunk on it, and this is one of my favorite games that I need to get a better copy of it anyway because the label is disgusting. So there's that, and it is Zelda Oracle Ages. As I can't even. There we go. But yeah. That is one of my favorite games, and it decided not to work. So we're gonna try to fix that. Also, this is another one of my favorite games, Mega Man. It decided not to work as well, and this label looks like it's a fake repro or something, but I'm pretty sure the board inside is real. So there's that. I also went ahead and took out the screws so we can get that out of the way, just because it makes it easier. Alright, I'm gonna start with Zelda. We're going to see how long it takes to clean this one and how it looks. Yeah, I couldn't get the case off earlier because there was so much gunk in it. It seems to still be a little sticky, but not nearly as bad as it was. I just wanted to get this one out of the way because it was having massive issues. Alright, we're going to go through a lot of Q-tips today. And this one actually looks pretty clean for the most part. I wish I had better light in here, but this is the best light I have in this house, unfortunately. Now, see, it looks very clean for the most part, but we're still going to wipe her down and see what happens. Yeah, literally nothing is coming off. Alright, I hope this one works. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together because this one doesn't look like it needs to be cleaned anymore. Unless it still is being complicated. Plus, I'm using an analog pocket to test everything today, so it might just be picky at some points, and I wish my Game Boy Advance was not needing to be repaired right now. I'd rather test them on official hardware. Oh. Well, there's Zelda. Okay. I'm gonna try that again, because it could just be the pocket being picky. Okay. Come on. Give me something else. Hey, she's alive. I think it's just a very picky cartridge. But yeah, sounds great. How's the battery saved though? Okay, that sounds like something a teenager me would have made, but I didn't have this back then. It's got 2 files on it, so the battery does work. Neither file made it very far. They only have 3 hearts. What losers. Alright, next game. Also, I'm going to save the Pokemon for later, because those are going to be some of the most important ones. And we'll get more of these generic titles out of the way. Saving Pokemon and Metroid for last. And then I will do Mega Man next to get the Game Boy basic ones out of the way. Or Game Boy and Game Boy Color, whatever. Alright, Pocket, you go over here where you're safe. Zelda, you need to get screwed. That sounds wrong. I'm gonna skip ahead so you don't have to watch me screw Zelda. Alright, she's back together. So we're gonna set it aside. And pop open Mega Man. Also, it looks very, very, very clean. So that's concerning. Actually, not as clean as it could look. Some of those things look a little fishy. Also, I am pretty sure this is official, because I don't know, it sure looks like it. It's just that label looks so clean. But maybe it's just a repro label and because the old one got destroyed or something. Alright, let's wipe this guy down. And hope for the best. Because, like I said, this is all I have to fix these right now. Which, it's amazing. I used to work in a couple retro stores. That's how I got a lot of this stuff anyway. That and by buying big lots and stuff and just buying off of customers because I could. But that also led to me not having time to test everything and play everything until now, because shortly after that I moved across the country. So, been busy. Nothing is coming off. Great. But yeah, when I was working at that old retro store, it's amazing how many casual, like, just regular people do not realize that you can revive these cartridges almost every time just by wiping them down and getting them drunk with alcohol. Same thing with the consoles. Like, I fixed a very nice older lady's N64 once. She tipped me 20 bucks because she thought I actually fixed it when all I did was wipe the pins inside, basically. So it's funny how little people know. Whoa! Alright. Well, he's fixed. I swear that didn't work last time I put it in. But like I said, the pocket could have just been picky. Either way, I got a screen, I'm happy. And you don't need a save file on Mega Man. So, then I'm gonna pause and skip ahead because you don't need to watch me screw. It takes a little bit. Alright, he's back together and put out of the way. Let's pop open. This is Dual Masters. Which one is it? Kaijudo Showdown. It's the one I had as a kid. I just didn't know the subtitle because they all sound about the same, and it's really small. I just know I had the blue one when I was a kid, and I loved it, and this one's not working for some reason. Those pins look clean too. Are every single one of these gonna look clean? That's gonna be strange. God, I should have got I've got to work on my light next time. I've got a lot more retro games I need to test, so I'm sure I'll be doing another one of these at some point. And with stuff like NES, SNES, and Genesis, this is just all my handheld for now. But I wonder if they're all just going to look clean, even though they did not want to work. I think it was yesterday or the day before when I tested. I think some stuff's coming off of this one, so maybe it was a little dirty. It's actually a lot of gunk. Alright, let's dry it up. Get anything left over. Alright, good enough. Dealing with GBA is a lot more difficult. They are tiny. Could not imagine doing this with Switch cartridges. Thankfully, those are not easy to open up. If they are defective, I'm going to just say Switch is defective, because I am not ever going to attempt to open those up. They are not meant to be. Kind of miss when they were larger. Easier to tinker with and fix. That's not a good sign. That's what I was doing last time. The white screen of death. That's probably just an analog pocket issue. Being picky, let's try to reinsert. Takes so long to turn on. Oh. Beautiful. Alright. So we are 3 for 3 so far. I highly doubt this is going to work on every single game today. I also have 5, I think it's like 5 bonus ones that are all guaranteed fakes, but it's more Pokemon games, so I figured those will be fun to play with. Alright, okay, can't play that right now. Although I do want to see if the save file works. I hope so. Because these don't have batteries now that I think about it. God, I'm so old. I was just thinking of the ones with batteries, because it looks like we have a save file on here, not mine. What the hell? They're in the middle of a tournament, apparently. Huh. Interesting. I would rather start a new file, because it's been a long time. But now I can. Alright, let's screw that back together. Alright, back together. Gonna put it out to the side there. 3 for 3. We're gonna pop open back to stone next. Get out of your pocket. Alright, back to stone. If I remember right, it's a top-down RPG, action RPG of some sort. And I could have swore I had this working at one point, and based on how the pins look, it probably does work. I probably just inserted it wrong into the analog pocket when I was testing. But that don't matter, we're gonna clean it up anyway. As I step away while talking, because I know that doesn't work since the mic is not attached to me, so that probably sounded funny, but I am such a professional. I do need to get one of those clip-on mics or something. It would be so much easier, instead of depending on my tiny little webcam that does a fair job. Not much coming off of that. Yeah, like I said, this one probably does work. I probably just inserted it into the pocket wrong. That thing is very picky at times. Also, if you're not careful, sometimes it likes to delete save files, which is, well, it's only done that to me once, but I'm always going to hold that grudge against it. Why is this not going back on there? What am I doing wrong? There we go. I'm glad that wasn't on camera. That was embarrassing. Alright, it's back together. Let's test it out. See how we're doing. Okay, it's in there. Hopefully I inserted it in a way that the pocket appreciates. And beautiful. 4 for 4. I swear some of these are not gonna work like this. I kind of hope some of them don't, just so I don't look like a liar. Well, at least that first one showed up as an error first, and then we did have a white screen of death, so like, it's not just me. Alright, that one works. I feel like this is a game that would have save files, but it has a code instead. That's weird. Actually, let me check it out real quick. I could have swore I played this, but it might have been something else. Yeah, I'll read that when I'm actually playing it to play it. I just want to see gameplay. Skip. I feel like I have Mike Matei's patience sometimes. Come on. Really? How? This must be an actual RPG or something, because they are not shutting up. Which is fine. I love RPGs, but not right now. I'm very burnt out and I just want action. Come on. I regret testing this. I just want to know what it is now. God damn. Oh my god. Come on. I'm sure the story's awesome. I just don't care right now. Okay, it is what I thought it was. Top-down, like, isometric Diablo, maybe? It might have Diablo combat. I'm not going to waste much time on it, though. No. Okay, good. It didn't turn off. Okay, no. It's just more talking. God. Well, I'll put some actual time into that then sometime, because I like RPGs. I'm just not in the mood to play through one of those while trying to test cartridges. Especially since I'm just burnt out on RPGs in general. Alright, let's put her back together and move on to the next one. Alright, that's done. Next up we'll do Spyro, I guess. Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. I've never played through this. I've heard not great things about it. Why is it not coming? There we go. I love the original Spyro trilogy, though. Oh, God. This one is the worst looking one I've had yet. I know it doesn't look good on there because my camera equipment sucks and my lighting sucks, but with my eyes I can see that there's a bunch of terrible looking stuff right there. Also, I'm sorry that like my fingers are dirty just from playing with these and cleaning them earlier. I swear I do wash my hands, but I was cleaning these cartridges and they're just not the cleanest guys around. So let's clean this one up. This one looks terrible. I have a bad feeling that this, or a good feeling that this one is going to be our first actual defective one that I cannot clean to life. As I roll my tool onto the computer, very smart. All right. Oh, maybe that is just dirt, but I think it is some damage too. But it's coming off better than I thought it would. Ew, that's a lot more gross than I thought it would be. Well, see that? That's a good thing, though. All the others didn't really get that dirty. Let's wipe it up again before I dry it off. And now the moment of truth. Come on, Spyro. Go back to your cartridge. Now, I kind of would like to get some gameplay of this one because I love the original trilogy, like it said, and I hear this one and this one's console counterpart is not great. Okay, so that's what I've been getting when I tested them before. Wow, that does not show up the best. But yeah, clean cartridge pins I just did. We're gonna do that again. Alright. I'll wipe it down, but it probably just needed to be reinserted. God, yeah, it's just some stuff there looks really scratched. I wish I had like a microscope or whatever tool to get a good look at that. Yeah. All right, come on. I hope that I can just insert it and we will have a game, maybe. Because I would like to actually try this one and see if it's bad or not. Ooh, white screen of death. Great. Okay, reinsert. Hopefully that felt better for it. Come on, Pocket. You got this. I will try to have actual hardware next time just so it's a lot quicker and more official. Or efficient, whatever. I don't know. I'm tired. Hey, our game works though. It just had to be reinserted, and now I would like to see how it plays. That's funny, seeing Sierra's logo on there. Not who you think of when you think of Spyro. So it has save files, that's good. They're both at the swamp, apparently. Cool. Is it that bad that no one wants to... Oh, it's a two... How... Shut up, Sparks. Oh my god, dude, shut up. This is just... Shut up! Oh my god. Like, it's a 2D platformer. You don't need to talk every couple seconds. Now, how the hell do I get up there? I probably should listen to what he said. No, but... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's... Okay. Yeah, let me get high up here. Do some gliding. Boom. Got it. Now, this seems like my... Oh my god. This definitely seems like my type of game. I'm guessing people didn't like it as a Spyro game because it's 2D, which is fine. I enjoy 2D platformers though, so I think I would like this if Sparse would shut the hell up. Alright, on to the next one. I'm just glad it works, and it's a 2D platformer, so I may actually just blast through it sometime soon. Unless it's like really broken and bad or something, because I don't hear the best things about it. But yeah. Alright, got that one put out of the way. Next up we have Pitfall, the Lost Expedition. Now, I think I've played this one before, and I feel like I enjoyed what I played. That's probably why I kept it. But this doesn't look that bad at all, actually. Let's hope we can get some gunk off of it. I'm not reusing the same. Oh wait, nope, that's a fresh one. Okay. I am so organized and professional. Let's go. Huh. I get distracted. Hello, cat. He's got the zoomies. That's great. Please don't jump up here. Why do you want in... God, cats are funny. Okay, got some stuff off of it. But was that enough? One way to find out. Come on, get back on there. And, ooh, all right. So far I've had every single one come back to life. That's not a bad track record. Wish this would happen more often, because I've got a Genesis game that I already know is broken and I've tried everything and it just will not come to life. That's why we're planning to get equipment for this, because I want to bring that one to life specifically. But cleaning usually does a good job. Now, up next, let's do Metroid, and then we'll hit Pokemon. I cannot believe almost all my Pokemon games don't work right now. This one has an actual battery. And it looks very clean. Should throw these away. Get some fresh Q-tips and see if I can get any nasty stuff off here. Probably not, because I don't see any. It looks very clean, which is not good, because this is very, very expensive game. I would like it to work. Okay, there was some dirt on there. But there's also a scratch spot. Or that's what it looks like anyway. Alright, moment of truth, please. Turn on and play. Good, good. Because I have really been meaning to play through this one, and it has save files, so the battery works. Good deal. That means I need to play through that pretty soon. Also, I know I could put the Pocket into sleep mode and swap out cartridges that way or whatever, but that's how I lost the save file before, by not fully turning the thing off. So now I turn it off every time, because I am not taking that chance ever again. I don't ever want to touch sleep mode. Or if I'm turning it off and it accidentally goes into sleep mode, then I'm just screwed without having a chance to keep a save file, probably. I hope that never happens again. That happened on a really fun game. I was playing Dragon Warrior Monsters, and I was like probably 20, 30 hours in, getting close to the end, and then my save file's gone. Now, up next, we have Pokemon Sapphire. Naruto, what are you doing? Nosy boy. Alright, this one looks pretty clean, too. Yep, pretty clean. Let's see what happens then. Go back on there. Okay, there's that. Come on, Pocket. You can do it. Thank God. Okay, I hope every Pokemon game works. That's not what I want to see. It says, oh, it says the internal clock. Oh, that's right. I forgot these games would say that, but the battery would still hold a save. This person didn't get very far. How could you play Pokemon Sapphire and not, like, beat it? At least, it's one of the best. But that's good to know. I'm gonna... Should I check out what... He only has like 12 Pokemon at most. I don't care. If these other ones have more on their Pokedex, I'll see if they have anything good. Let's get that one screwed back together. Now, as I'm looking at how long we've been going, I'm thinking I'm going to save the fakes for their own video, because it's 5 of them and that would take long enough. And I doubt very many people care about those. I mainly care about those to see if I can bring them back to life. I just know I'm getting very hungry and tired, and I would like to stop after these 2, since we've had a good track record so far, and then I'll just do the repros in a different one, or maybe just clean them on my own, because I doubt that really matters to people. Plus, I'm pretty sure they're all gonna have dead batteries or something, because I already got something that worked and the battery was dead, so, or however they save, it was not saving. Nothing coming off there. That looked clean. So, was it? Yeah, this was one. I really tried this one. This Fire Red. I was reinserting this a lot the other day, and never could get it to work. So I hope it does now. Although, with the recent release of the Switch ones, it doesn't really matter. I'm just not going to buy the digital. I really hope they make a double pack physical, but I doubt it because it's Pokemon. I hear stuff. That's new. Never had a game do that before. Alright, let's take it out, stick it in, let's see what happens now. Not good. Okay, let's clean it again, because I think this one's just gonna be picky, or it'll be the only one that just don't work. Which is not what I want. I would like this one to work, and I'd rather Ruby be defective since Sapphire works, but it doesn't work like that, does it? Alright, let's clean up again. Can't see anything on this thing. It looks so clean. Please play this time. Okay, there. Ah, thank God. Okay, battery, do you work? Ooh, this one only has 14 and he has played 10 hours. What were you, well, you got 3 badges, that's pretty good, but why is your Pokedex so low? What have you been doing? You're supposed to catch stuff. Oh, I forgot these would do that where you can actually see what they did last. I wish more games did that, because then you could take breaks from stuff and not forget what you were doing. Alright. Oh shit. No! Okay, well at least I can see what type of team he has. And then we'll see what the Ruby one has, if I can make it work. Come on. Alright, so you started with Squirtle. Nice. That's weird. They only have one that's nicknamed for some reason. Like, I never nickname mine, but why do you nickname one and leave all the others alone? Plus, not a very crazy team. That's about what you would expect them to have. However, that Blastoise is strong for this point in the game. What was this person doing? Just making it a powerhouse? Huh. One hit kill? Yep, cool. Alright, on to the next one. Just love that era of Pokemon. It's a shame that they don't make good Pokemon games anymore. But thankfully I have stuff like Nexomon and other Pokemon likes that I can play instead. How does this one look? Has an actual battery, looks very clean. Except for a little bit of gunk around the battery. Okay, got that. Good enough. Yeah, they all just needed to be wiped down. It's amazing. Either that or the pocket just wasn't having a good day the other day. Or did we just freeze? We froze. Cool. What a way to end. Alright, let me try this again. That's new. I've never had, or I don't think I've had a GBA game like freeze up like that after it was already working. Come on. Okay, we're back to that. Can I get to this? Past this? Okay, there we go. Cool. Don't know what happened. Of course it's dead, and this one has... I like their name, little shit. Nice. They only played for 5 hours, they only have 1 badge. What were these? God, nothing cool is on these games. Like, at least my DS Pokemon games have some cool stuff on them that I don't want to delete yet. But these have nothing. I could play through these and have a good time and not feel bad about deleting what was on them. So, that's a plus, I guess. but it's always cool to see how people are playing their games and what they have. Now, that's all the official ones. You know, I think I'll take a quick look at the fakes real quick, because I am exhausted, I'm starving, but I'm here, so why not finish up real quick? Because we have 3 more Pokemon games that are fake, Mega Man game, and a Zelda game, and some cat hair. Beautiful. Alright, let me throw that away. Now, I have not unscrewed these yet, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, back with all those taken apart for the most part. And we'll start with Zelda, which is Minish Cap, and I would love to play this game. However, come on. It's not coming apart. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Now, I feel like I want to say this one used to work, but I don't think the battery does, so we're gonna find out on that one, because if I can get it to work but the battery don't work, then it really don't work, does it? I'll have to find a way to replace the battery, which hopefully is not too difficult. It's not something I've ever tried to do before. Why does that have a sticker on the freaking board? What? Like, why? It's a repro. Why'd they go to the trouble of doing something stupid like that? That's weird. I've never seen something like that. Okay, let's clean it. And I really wish this was a real one, because I want this game so bad, but it's very expensive now. Hopefully Nintendo will actually remember it exists and they'll make a port or something one day, or a remake or a remaster, whatever they want to do. Same thing with the Oracle games. I would love to see that. Come on. Anything coming off there? See, it's also kind of, well, it's not bent. It's because the bubble on the back. Now, let's put her back in there and see if I have a working game with a dead battery or just a dead game in general. Can I get it back together the way it was? This cartridge is trash. Come on. Yeah, I don't. Jesus. This is not one that wants to ever go apart again. I think it's because the battery's in the way or something. Okay, come on. Please go back together. Is it? Close enough. Maybe. That's one I just need to get rid of. That's a dumb game. Dumb cartridge. All kinds of messed up. Of course, at that point I don't really care about this one, but I'm still gonna try sticking it back in one more time. I swore I had this one working the other day and it was just the battery that needs work, and now it doesn't even want to work. Looky there. Anything? Nope. Yeah, at that point I'm gonna say it's just dead, because the inside of that cartridge is just awful. I don't even care. But at the same time, if I could get the battery to work, I kind of do care. Because it would save me a lot of money from having to get an official cartridge, but I could just buy a better repro. I'm tempted. I might wipe it down one more time or something, because this is weird. One of the only games that I remember getting to work, at least to realize the battery was dead, and now it doesn't even work. That's insane. Alright. Now I really feel like well, not really a liar, but just these games have a mind of their own. I'm gonna wipe it down one more time. Okay, fine. No biggie. Just very confusing. Alright, let's screw it up. Gotta screw Zelda again. Or not. Come on, get in there and let me screw you. Yeah, alright. Now, that's trash. Then we have another one that I don't really care about because I have the collection on Switch. This is Mega Man. Battle Network 6. Cybeast Gregar Plus something. I don't know. They all had weird subtitles. Nihilda. That's a funny way to spell Nintendo. Nihilda. Okay, that one's dirty. Get a new thing. Now, I want to get rid of all of these. I only have the Pokemon games because I was going to use them to play. However, I don't even need Ruby and Sapphire because I have working ones now. I definitely need to get rid of those. But they're not easy to sell, obviously. Because I could throw them on Mercari or something and I'll be the one that they take the post down of fake games, even if I'm honest about it. While there's so many others out there that sell fake games and never get caught, and they are not honest about it. Same thing with eBay, if not worse. I've tried before. I've tried to sell these. I've tried to sell them in lots, and they still catch me sometimes, even if I'm honest about it. It's crazy. It's stupid. But I would love to get rid of them without throwing them away, even though they're not worth much. Okay, these cartridges suck. They don't want to go back together. Okay, that one's doing better, but it was giving me issues. Alright, let's see if it'll do anything. Alright. I'm glad all the official games decided to work. And we didn't have issues until now. Okay, so it works. So I could at least sell this somehow for like $5 or $10. I don't know. Wait, let me see. Battery continue? Is there a battery save? There is. That's good. Okay. Then I could definitely sell that to some poor soul. Well, not really. I mean, it would be a fun game. It's just, oh, Jesus. Might not work now. That's what happens when you don't screw them together first. Alright, now we're going to screw Mega Man. And then we can check out all the Pokemons. Uh-oh. Stay in there. I'm getting so delirious at this point. I was reaching for the alcohol when I needed my screwdriver. Okay, that one works. It's like profit. Now, how does Emerald look? You know what, let's just do a little triple cleaning here and then we'll just pop them in all back to back. They all look fine. Got another sticker on this one for some reason. That one don't look so good. Okay, now. And I don't care about using the same thing on these because it's not like they're worth anything really. And the only one I would like to play is Emerald. At the same time, I don't really need to because I have Ruby and Sapphire working, so I really don't care about these either. I just want to get a few dollars for them. If they will work and save, that's all I need. We're going to stop there and see if that did anything at all. Alright, Emerald together. On. Definitely save some time by doing that. I was not planning to be here for almost an hour. I had no idea. And I was hungry before I started, so getting difficult here. Alright, do we have a working game? Beautiful. Alright, so Emerald's good. Do we have save files? Ooh, not a good sign. I am going to get through to the point where I can save on this one because I need to know. Please, just... At least the beginning on Pokemon doesn't take too long to get to a save point. I'm just very impatient. Especially since I'm kind of on a JRPG cleanse right now, taking a break. Come on. I know, I've read this many, many times in my life. Last time I checked, I was that one. Before they had to have 3 choices. And that is my name. Don't wear it out. Garada! Gawu! Gawu. Gawu is my name. Almost getting to the point of feeling drunk, and I'm mostly sober, so I should not be like that yet. Oh my god, Bert, shut up. I just want to be disappointed by the save. Come on. It's such a bad way to travel. Why would you throw your child in with your luggage in the back of a truck? God, what were they thinking? Yay, can I save now? Maybe I should have tried before leaving the truck. Shut up, Mom. Oh my god, Mom, shut up. Going through all this just to save and then, well, reopen the game and it's not going to be here. Okay, Gawu saved the game. Turn on and disappointment, come here. Beautiful, I was not expecting that. We have a working one with the save file. That's 2 I can sell for profit. Not much, but I got these for free, so $5 is $5. I probably won't ask for much more than that because they are not real. But I'm kind of okay with having some repros when it comes to how expensive these games are in real life. Plus, we have the high chance of getting remakes and remasters these days, so I'm not worried about certain things. I've been more focused on modern collecting than retro recently because of that. Like, there's no point in wasting money on retro right now since everything is getting remade, just about. We have another working game without a save file. I don't want to go through all that again. But I will. I'm gonna skip ahead though so you don't have to deal with that again. I was able to save in the truck, so I just saved myself a ton of time, and now we're going to turn it off and see possible disappointment. Okay, oh, that one works too. I swear these save files were giving me crap the other day and they were just not showing up, so hopefully they don't do that again. No, well, Sapphire loads will screw Ruby back together. Alright, Sapphire, do your thing. Good, Sapphire. That is what I wanted to see. But are you the one with save problems? Save file will be loaded. Huh. That's a good day. I would say that was pretty successful then. 15-ish games, I think, and only one of them is technically just trash at this point because this Minish Cap is dumb. However, let's try one more time. And that's a good way to end. On failure. Until next time, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you later.